What we have here today is the Vortex Radian carbon tripod. We're gonna talk about this. And before we even get started on this video, I wanna get this out there to you guys. I know some of you guys are gonna love this. We're gonna start doing some videos that are gonna be straight to the point. As you can see, I got this video up pretty quick because the only thing I'm talking about is just this product. Some of the other videos are gonna be really difficult to kind of get done really quick because I like to narrate some of the hunts, and it's good to explain to people what's going on. But when it comes to products like this, I can get them knocked out pretty quick and get videos out even quicker to you guys. So cross my fingers this works. We'll see how it goes. All right, so it's obvious I'm a Vortex fan, all right? I've been shooting this stuff for 13, 14 years now, way before social media and marketing and all that BS. I've always... Those horses. They're mad. They don't get to go out on Sundays, all right? So they're upset I'm out here talking right in front of them. But anyways, I've been behind Vortex for a really long time, always liked their stuff. And yeah, I'm a little biased, all right? I'm a little biased. But when they said they were getting into the tripod game, I said, please do. In the last 4 to 5 years, I've noticed the tripod industry has just been blowing up when it comes to the shooting community. You go to a competition shoot, you're gonna see a tripod. You go to, you see some guys doing some long range hunting or doing some hog hunting at nighttime, they're gonna be using tripods. Recreational shooting, they're gonna be using tripods. It's really growing, it's really growing. And unfortunately, a lot of the options that we had in the past were for cameras. A lot of the tripods that we've used in the past were set up for camera use. And one of my biggest issues was durability and height. I'm 6'3" and some change. I know there's some people out there taller than me, but one of the biggest issues was getting the tripod up to height. Yes, some of them have a post down in the middle and I can bring the post up. When you bring that post up, you start to get, it's not a stable platform anymore. It starts to get really wobbly. You want to have that rifle, you want that low center of gravity with that rifle, all right? The higher you go with that center post, the worse your shots are gonna be. I can guarantee that. So whenever I noticed that with the tripod, when I pulled this out of the box, the damn tripod was too tall. And I was like, whoa, this is huge. So I was able to get the height adjustment just right, and I got my height right where I want it right now. And my rifle, when I walk up to it, my rifle is planted right into my shoulder, and I absolutely love that. I'm going to show you guys some quick features on here, and I did a little modification. I did upgrade the plate up here at the top, and I wrapped my legs. The reason why I wrapped my legs, whenever I got my rifle on here, I don't have a sling on this one, but whenever I have my rifle on here at nighttime and my sling goes down, you actually hear the sling hitting the legs. I'll just do it with my nails. That's the raw carbon leg, and that's the padded. Huge difference. And when you have metal hitting those legs, those carbon legs at night, and you're 20, 30 yards away from a pig, they're gonna pick their head up because that's not a natural sound, and you done spooked them. Another thing is this thing's really quiet. Listen to that, really quiet. I can open and close my legs, really quiet. There's some screws right here, Allen heads on both sides of each leg. I crank the crap out of these things just so I can keep the legs intact. So whenever I'm doing any type of stalking, this is exactly how I carry my tripod. This is exactly how I carry it in the field. And so I'm walking, I got my rifle slinged up, and I'm walking out to the field. If these screws are loose, your legs will tend to open up on their own, and you're constantly having to push them up. So that's why you see me giving a little bit of force there to open it up, but I'd rather have it that way. This little lever right here, let me see if I can get this camera here, hold on. This lever right here, this is what's gonna help you release the head. So you can pull this lever up, doesn't take much. We'll spin this around. And you see this button? You just push this button and the entire head comes out. The entire head comes out. And as you can see, we have a big base there. The base is bigger, you know, and I'm not used to that with the other tripods. If you're familiar with these tripods, the other models that are available out there, you notice that the legs come up almost to where they meet, and it doesn't happen on this Radian tripod because of the base the way they have this head being released. I'm gonna put my weight on this thing. Look at this. You don't see the legs bowing. It's solid as can be. I got 20-pound rifles that I put on here, and I'm still solid as a rock with those rigs. My only complaint of this entire setup was the main plate. It was Arca-Swiss only. And guys, I don't run Arca-Swiss on my ARs. I just don't. I don't like the feel. I don't even like the way they look. But I do have Arca-Swiss on my bolt actions. So this was a little issue for me. Okay, am I going to use this strictly for my Arca-Swiss rigs, or am I going to use this for something that, I just couldn't figure out how I was going to be able to utilize Arca-Swiss all the time. And I had to switch out the base plate. I know my boys over at Vortex are like, man, no, but I had to do it. And this is a Really Right Stuff base plate. So the head is Vortex, but the main plate here is from Really Right Stuff. It's a BH55, I believe. And what's nice about it is that I'm able to use Picatinny that I have on my ARs, and I can use Arca-Swiss without having to switch out the head. So that's why I'm always using this setup, because it's so versatile. I can use it for my ARs and I can use it for my bolt guns and still have a steady platform with the Vortex Radian tripod. The carbon legs feel really good. They're very, very sturdy. I've been really nervous in the past about tripod legs that have carbon. Like, man, these things are expensive. Are they brittle? No, they're actually more durable than the tripods that I've ever used in the past. I'm gonna grab one of my rifles. We're gonna put it on here and I'll show you guys how I shoulder up with it. So I had to move because the dogs decided they wanted to start wrestling where I had my tripod set up. Also, I got some wrap on here on top of this optic. It looks stupid, I know, but this scope hasn't been released yet. I'm not supposed to talk about it. And I don't have another rifle that I could put on here right now. So this is how I have it set up for you guys. But so now, as you can see, the height is perfect for me, and I can just walk straight into the rig. Literally walk up, walk straight into the rig. I don't have to worry about any type of height adjustments. We have the Arca-Swiss here. I have Area 419 installed into my Manners with a barricade stop. I know some people are used to seeing setups like this for competition, but you'd be amazed at how much it's helped me out in the field at nighttime. One of the biggest issues that I've had at night was trying to find my Picatinny rails and my Arca plates. You can buy these little M-Lock 4-inch plates that you can get online. You can get them anywhere, and those things are a pain in the butt to find it at night. So I got a full length, I want to say this is a 10-inch Arca-Swiss from Area 419. It's their universal with the barricade stop. So I'll show you exactly how I walk up. We'll have pigs. I'll have my tripod set up, and I'll walk up, literally drop my rifle into it. I can literally drop my rifle into it, figure out where I want it. I like to get my tripod back as close to the mag well as close as possible. So that means I can hit that barricade stop. I'll back up just a little bit and I'll lock it in with that plate. I'm about to loosen up this head. See how it's just moving around? Look at this. It's so smooth and quiet. Finally, I'll get into position. Okay, I like where we're at. I'll tighten it up just a little bit. I won't go too crazy tight. That way, when it's time for me to work the gun and track these animals on the run, it's really smooth for me. But whenever I get done and I'm not behind the gun, I'll just pull that knob back, tighten it up, and the rifle will stay right in position. I think Vortex did a really great job with getting into the tripod game with this setup. I mean, there's a lot of work behind this type of stuff, and I think this is just the beginning. I think it's just the beginning, and I hope they continue to have some other options here in the future. Again, I'm having a lot of success with it in the field. I'm extremely happy with it, and I don't see myself going back to some older setups. I feel like this is a really sweet spot for me right now with the tripods. and I'm really familiar with what I'm using right now. And I'm very successful with it. If you look at some of my footage from previous posts and some of the posts that I'm going to be sharing here in the future, you're going to see the shots are a lot better. You're going to see the movements a lot smoother, and I'm able to get that done with the Vortex Radian carbon tripod. If you guys like what you see, please hit the like button, get the subs going, get the notifications going, and I will see you guys soon. Again, we're going to try to get straight to the point and just talk about the product, and that I personally think that's the way to go. I'll see you guys soon.